Tooth decay, also known as dental caries, is a common dental disease that affects humans and some domesticated animals. The disease is caused by bacteria that live in the dental plaque, which is a sticky film that forms on the teeth and gums. The bacteria produce acid that erodes the enamel, the hard outer layer of the teeth, and leads to the formation of cavities, which are holes in the teeth. Tooth decay is a significant health problem in humans, and it can lead to pain, infection, and tooth loss if left untreated. However, there is a question of whether wild animals get tooth decay, and if not, why? While there is limited research on the prevalence of tooth decay in wild animals, many studies suggest that wild animals are less prone to dental caries than humans and domesticated animals. For instance, a study published in the Journal of Zoology in 2013 investigated the prevalence of dental caries in wild herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores from different taxonomic groups. The study found that only a small proportion of the animals had dental caries, and the prevalence was significantly lower than that reported in domesticated animals and humans. One possible explanation for the low prevalence of tooth decay in wild animals is their diet. Wild animals have evolved to eat a natural, unprocessed diet that is low in sugars and refined carbohydrates, which are the main culprits in tooth decay. For instance, wild herbivores primarily feed on fibrous plants, which require extensive chewing to break down the tough cellulose fibers. The mechanical action of chewing helps to clean the teeth and stimulate the flow of saliva, which neutralizes the acids in the mouth and helps to remineralize the enamel. Similarly, wild carnivores and omnivores feed on whole prey or scavenged carcasses, which are also low in sugars and carbohydrates. These animals have sharp teeth and powerful jaws that allow them to tear and crush bones, which are rich in minerals such as calcium and phosphorus. The minerals help to strengthen the teeth and bones and reduce the risk of tooth decay. Moreover, wild animals have natural mechanisms that help to prevent tooth decay. For instance, the saliva of many wild animals contains enzymes that can break down the bacterial plaque and prevent it from accumulating on the teeth. In addition, some animals have complex tooth structures that are resistant to dental caries. For example, beavers have self-sharpening incisors that are coated with a layer of iron-rich enamel, which is highly resistant to acid erosion. Similarly, elephants have molars that are composed of multiple layers of dentin and enamel, which can resist the abrasive wear and tear from chewing tough vegetation. One example of a wild animal with unique dental adaptations is the hippopotamus. Hippos have large, tusk-like teeth that are used for fighting and displaying dominance. These teeth are self-sharpening and grow continuously throughout the animal's life, which helps to maintain their function. The teeth are also covered in a layer of cementum, which helps to protect them from wear and tear. Despite their large size and frequent use, hippos rarely develop dental caries. Another example of a wild animal with unique dental adaptations is the narwhal. Narwhals are toothed whales that have a long, spiral tusk that grows from their upper jaw. The tusk is actually a modified tooth that can grow up to 3 meters in length. Despite its length and the fact that it is constantly exposed to salt water, the tusk of the narwhal is highly resistant to dental caries. Researchers believe that the tusk is coated in a layer of protective proteins that help to prevent bacterial colonization and acid erosion. There are some documented cases of tooth decay in wild animals, but they are relatively rare and usually occur in animals that have been exposed to human-made foods. For example, a study published in the Journal of Wildlife Diseases in 2014 reported on the dental health of black bears in Yosemite National Park. The study found that some of the bears had dental caries, and the prevalence was higher in bears that had access to human food and garbage. The study concluded that the bears' dental health was directly related to their exposure to anthropogenic food sources. Another study published in the Journal of Wildlife Diseases in 2008 investigated the dental health of wild chimpanzees in Uganda. The study found that some of the chimpanzees had dental caries, which was associated with their consumption of human-made foods such as sugarcane and cassava. The study concluded that the chimpanzees' dental health was compromised by their exposure to human-made foods, which were high in sugars and carbohydrates. In conclusion, while there is limited research on the prevalence of tooth decay in wild animals, many studies suggest that wild animals are less prone to dental caries than humans and domesticated animals. The low prevalence of tooth decay in wild animals is likely due to their natural, unprocessed diet, which is low in sugars and refined carbohydrates, as well as their natural mechanisms for preventing tooth decay. When wild animals are exposed to human-made foods, they may develop dental caries due to the high sugar and carbohydrate content of these foods. Dental health is an important aspect of overall health in wild animals, and it is important to study the dental health of wild animals and understand how their diet and natural mechanisms can help prevent tooth decay. Subscribing and liking the video are a great help. Thanks for watching.